Hello and welcome. Thank you so much, Joyce, for inviting me today to share with you some of my tips that I've learned with traveling and how to pack so that we can arrive at the airport with very little luggage and still all the clothes we need for all the days that we're going to be gone. I've traveled to Europe for 11, 12, and 13 days and went with these two bags, plus, of course, my sleep apnea machine, which I need. So, for the first section, we're going to talk to you a little bit about makeup. So, Joyce?
This is my friend Lois Humbert, and the first time I met her, she was on an airplane actually traveling to Dallas, and what impressed me is that she was so pulled together, and she's always got every single accessory and every single thing. So when she told me that she was going to travel internationally and would travel to, I think it was leadership or something like that, without checking anything, I was impressed, and I said, you've got to show me how you do this. So she can save all of us a lot of money by not paying extra fees and not having to check baggage. So I'm going to be her assistant. So Lois, go ahead.
Thank you. Well, the first thing I'm going to cover is your little 3+1+1 bag. We all get one of these, and I love to travel with my husband because I get part of his space. Because you know, women, when we travel longer, we need a few more things. But especially on a 3-day trip to Dallas, this would be all you would need. Plus, I have another case that I'm going to show you with more things. But these are your liquids. So I have learned to scale back everything and take little things of everything. My Skin Diva I have in here. My oil-free eye makeup remover I have in here. I have my lash primer in there. My lash serum in there. And I have a body wash, a Mary Kay body wash, just not in a Mary Kay bottle. I have a mouthwash in here. I have a primer. I have a bottle of my shampoo, purple, weird color, white hair, purple shampoo. Just ask your hairdresser about it. Gel for my hair. Also, I have Spiker to be able to do it. This is a travel size bottle, so if you go to your salon or your place where you get your hair supplies, you probably can get a travel size bottle. This is less than 3 ounces, and you can see it's kind of flat. I don't always fill it up full to carry it with me because it's extra weight. So I only need 3 days supply of Spiker with me, and 3 days supply of gel, 3 days supply of shampoo in this case. When I travel internationally, I carry bigger bottles of it. Tide stick, just in case we have an accident, you never ever know. I have the foot and leg cream from Mary Kay, but I put it into a different bottle so it's smaller for me to carry with. I have duplicate. Oh my goodness, I messed up. A hand cream, so that in case we need that. Generally, I put in a body lotion too. Don't have that in the bottle here today, but a travel size toothpaste. Again, you can see my toothpaste isn't full because when I'm traveling for 3 days, I don't need a full tube of toothpaste. So I will take the ones that I think I will use up on the trip, and then I can throw it and I'll have extra room for coming home. Then, how do I carry my skincare? Oh, the after sun. You never know what you might need after sun for. This is fabulous. This was in a PCP, but now it gets refilled to put in my bag. So, also, your skincare. What are you going to do for your skincare? Oh, ladies, we are, as Mary Kay consultants, have the privilege of getting travel size, I call them travel size, samples that we can take with us instead of taking our big bottles and big jars. So normally I would put in 2 or 3 of the Voluform sets because that's what I would use. And so I just carry this with me, and this is my skincare. Okay, now if you're going to be using Miracle sets, you could, if you don't have them and can't get them yet, some of your other consultants would probably be able to get them for you. But cleanser and moisturizer, day and night solution, and microdermabrasion. So the microdermabrasion I would, of course, use with my Voluform set. So, and if you don't use Voluform, then you'll need some other things with you. Like, for example, I'm going to need to put on my glasses because I can't see without them. But firming eye cream. So instead of carrying your whole bottle of firming eye cream, you carry a couple of little packets of your firming eye cream with you. This is also another microdermabrasion. If you're traveling for longer, you would want to take 2 of them. Some more of the Time Moist 3-in-1 cleanser and the microdermabrasion again. I just threw some extra things in here because I didn't know which set you would be using. If you're using botanicals, then you take your botanicals in the sample size packets and put them in and use them for it. This Intense Moisturizer Cream, the This is the targeted action line reducer. Instead of taking your whole big tube, you could just take a little one of this if you have those. Eye primers, if you still have any of those. So these are all the things that I would use to put in my bag that I would go and then I would travel like that. So there's my 3-in-1 products. The trick to this is put the larger containers in first. So always look for the largest containers. Now this one I would probably put upside down because then it would take less room at the bottom of the bag because it's thicker at the top and I have less things to go across the top. So put in the bigger bottles first and then you'll slide in the rest of them. And sometimes too, what you can do is when you get down to the end, you can put some crosswise on the top like this, just so it just, my sometimes just barely zips shut. Thank you, Joyce. Then your makeup. I, believe it or not, ladies, I use very, very few products. And when I travel like that, unless it's something that I want to take extra along, I would take extra. But here's what I would use for my makeup. I'm just going to dump it out on my suitcase here, and you're going to look and say, that's all she has. That's all I have. That's basically what I use. So I'm going to do my skincare, put my skincare on over my entire face. Then I'm going to use my mineral powder. I love the mineral powder to carry with me because it isn't liquid, doesn't have to go in that bag, and it works for me for using it. So I put in the mineral powder, my mineral powder brush. Okay, next would be my compact. So next would be my blusher. So I use my blusher brush. I put on my blusher next with that. The next would be my eyeshadow. I happen to have one of these wonderful double-ended brushes. If you don't have one of the double-ended brushes, you could always still use 2 brushes. What I do is I use the little compartment for my 3rd color. So my 1st color is under there, 2nd color, 3rd color, and apply it. And that is what I use for my eyeshadow. So 3 colors for eyeshadow. Now if you're going to want more, I would probably suggest you carry them in the little cases instead of the other ones. But for me, 3 colors is all I'm going to use. Okay, my eye defining pencil. Then I have my eyebrow pencil, my eyebrow brush. Then my mascara, would put that on. Also, I do have the facial highlighting pen, which I love to use as somewhat of a concealer also. So you certainly could use a concealer too if you wanted to. Next, I have my lip liner pencil and my lip sticks. And someone said to me, 2 colors of lipsticks, that's all you carry? A lot of times I carry 1. But if I have some different colors that I'm going to wear with it, then I would carry 2 different colors of lipstick so that I'd have 2 different colors. And that goes in my bag, that goes in my little makeup bag. And there I am with all of my, I'll show you more things in my other case, but there you have it with your skincare and your makeup. So that, and then my travel bag, my carry-on bag. I will go through this shortly for you too, because what we're going to do is I would put my daily devotional in here. Now I don't usually carry my big book, because with my big book, it takes too much space. What I'll do is lay it on a copy machine. I'll copy the pages of when I'm going to be gone, and I'll take my pages with me instead of carrying my big daily devotional with me. A notebook you want for seminar to take notes on also, because we need that to take the notes on. I could not find my little digital recorder this morning to stick in here, but I'll have it before I go to seminar. So that would fit in the outside pocket. Also my agenda, my plane ticket, my agenda, my hotel reservations, that would also go in the outside pocket, because anything that I need to have accessible to me immediately would go in the outside pocket. Now I have this little pocket on the side here which has a little stretch bag. That is where my liquids go, so that I don't have to open up my suitcase and dig it out when I get to the check-in. This just goes in the little pocket here on the side, and I stick it in, and then when I get to the airport, pull it out, put it on the tray, stick it back in there, and I'm set to go. In the inside of my carry-on bag, now if you want to carry a purse, which sometimes I do when I travel, sometimes I carry, I'll show you the little wristlet. But if you're going to want to carry your purse, because you're limited to 2 carry-ons, this has to go inside your carry-on bag. So I would take out most of the things that I didn't use on a regular basis when I'm traveling, just travel with my bare essentials and stick it in if I wanted my bag with me. Another idea for you is to use a wristlet. This is a great little tool for you to be able to use and carry with you. In here I would put a separate bag for my cash and my credit cards. So those go in a separate little pocket here. And this one is particularly helpful because it also has a coin purse on it. So if you end up with coins, you can put them in there, and your room key can also go in there if you want to put it in, in there. Big enough for a cell phone, so the cell phone will fit in there also. Couple pens, pencils, so you have that. And I happen to carry my jewelry with me, my more expensive jewelry pieces. If you don't have a safe at your hotel that you put it in, I usually carry my little more prized possessions of my jewelry with me so that I know that I have it and I don't have to be concerned about losing it. So those would fit in there too. So those would be the things that would go in my little wristlet. Now I can take this out at night. I can take it almost anywhere I want to go. If I'm going to seminar and I'm going to carry a tote bag with me, this could go in my tote, and that would be as part of my purse. So in the bottom of here I do have a tote, so you could carry a tote with you, so that if you wanted to go back and forth to seminar, if you need a more comfortable pair of shoes, you have your little tote here that you can put your things in with you, carry it to seminar. Put your little notebook in there, put your camera in there, whatever you want to put, your iPad, if you want to carry that with you, you can put your iPad in there. Anything that you want to have that you are going to take with you. Also in here, I would have, generally speaking, I have my little camera because I still use a camera, so for those of you who still use a camera, you can put that in this bag too. I do have my little lipstick case so that if I'm wanting more to carry more with me, or if I need a mirror, then I have a little mirror in here too that I can carry with me. In this one, typically I would carry the things that I need to have accessible, or things that I want to have available to me at an instant reach, so I don't have to zip open my big suitcase. So that would be the separation between your little tote and your big tote. And like I said, I do have this case, which is my CPAP machine, which for those of us with sleep apnea, it's a godsend for us to be able to get a good night's rest. Put it in. I usually carry a sterile water bottle with me when I travel internationally. You will need a doctor's permission slip to carry it with you if you are going to take water in the bottle. So you just get a prescription slip from your doctor which says you can carry water with you for your sleep apnea machine. Domestically, we don't really have to be that concerned about the water, and especially if you're only using it for a couple days, it's really not a big deal on your machine. But an extension cord is, because you never know where you're going to, if you're on the rollaway in a room and you have a longer distance to the plug-in, you will need a extension cord. Now Joyce, thank you, just told me about a little power strip, was it, that you had, that had USB ports in it and regular plug-ins. So you might want to check out, and she said it's small, right, about this, just about this big. So that would be a great thing to have for you to be able to plug in. This is a longer extension cord than you maybe need, so you might want to just look for a shorter one. I know they have little 6-foot ones, but you never know how far away you're going to be. So this is a good thing to carry with you too. So that's our segment on the carry-on things and your makeup. So thank you and hopefully you have lots of tips and ideas that will help you with your packing to be able to travel to seminar lightweight. Thank you so much.